Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is for those who are watching live. Although here we have only Iron Ladies. Good morning, my dear Iron Ladies. A warm welcome to you all. Today is a special day, especially for the lives of the women. Today is a day when we celebrate our strength, our focus, our courage, our resilience. Each and every woman today has to be saluted, has to be acknowledged and appreciated. This forum, EduFam Training Services UAE, provides an opportunity and platforms to the women who are sung or unsung. There are women who have contributed a lot in many fields, but they are hardly acknowledged. They are hardly given due recognitions. So we at EduFam Training Services try to provide the platforms to everyone, whether you are famous, you are not famous, whether you are celebrity, you are not a celebrity, whether you are achiever, you are not achiever, whatever you are, this platform is for everyone. So first of all, let me wish you from the bottom of my heart a very happy International Women's Day 2026. And then let us begin with some of the very, very famous quotes. Inspired by those famous quotes, I have prepared my own quotes that is very close to my heart. The Iron Lady Award is a tribute to women who shape the future with fearless leadership. And you all will agree with me that leadership is at the core of all the great achievements in the world. An Iron Lady is not defined by power, but by her courage to rise, serve, and inspire others to rise. And I would focus on inspire others to rise. This is the major point that I would like to focus. If you have risen, but you are not able to make others to rise, then your greatness is incomplete. To make it complete, we should learn how to make others rise in life along with us. The next quote that is very close to my heart is, the Iron Lady Award celebrates women whose strength transform challenges into change. An Iron Lady inspires generations by leading with purpose, integrity, and strength. An Iron Lady does not wait for opportunities. She creates them for herself and for others. Behind every successful community stands an Iron Lady who refused to give up. Will you all agree with me? Please show your reactions if you please agree with me. Behind every successful community stands an Iron Lady who refused to give up. And today in this forum, we are going to have such stories that they refuse to give up. True strength of an Iron Lady lies in resilience, compassion, and the courage to lead. The Iron Lady Award honors women who turn determination into impact and dreams into reality. So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, put your hands together for all the Iron Ladies around the globe, and especially those who are going to join us this morning. Of course, we have selected some of the Iron Ladies as our jury members, because an Iron Lady can only recognize the other Iron Lady. And let me have the honor of introducing those distinguished jury members one by one to you. And then I can request them to throw some light on their own journey before we go to the nominees and listen to their journeys. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and privilege to have a beautiful lady as distinguished jury member. She is Dr. Isha Qureshi from United Arab Emirates. She is an expert of AI, spatial AI innovation strategist at Oracle and alumni of Bangalore University. A globally recognized leader, officially reigning Miss Universe 2019 Solidarity Ambassador, Global Peace DMGP, TEDx speaker, and Forbes featured personality. She brings innovation, diplomacy, and global vision to the jury panel from Dubai. Her presence adds immense prestige and international credentiality to this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hand together for one and only the beauty queen, the one who has won the grace of Miss Universe 2019 from United Arab Emirates, Dr. Isha Qureshi. May I request Dr. Isha Qureshi to kindly unmute herself and let us have some conversation from Mrs. Qureshi.
Sure. Thank you very much, Dr. Halima. I hope I'm audible to you all, right? Just give me a thumbs up if it is I'm audible. Okay, great.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so very good morning, Iron ladies, and a very happy International Women's Day to everybody. And I'm very honored to see such a beautiful energy of womanhood, sisterhood this morning that made my day. I think this vibe is going to stay with me for the entire year throughout. I think this is the best way to start an International Women's Day a very morning itself, right? So I should salute Dr. Halima for continuously putting her effort in empowering women. And I always believe that there are two kinds of people in the world. One is leaders and followers, right? So leaders set themselves as an example for rest of the world so that followers can follow them. But a real leader is someone who changed that follower into another leader. That exactly is the point here. Dr. Halima was mentioning in the previous slide that supporting others to rise. So we expect that iron ladies put their effort because you're already a leader, which is why today we want to address ourselves as an iron lady because we have gone through tremendous pressure, tremendous pain, probably a lot of rise and fall, but then we still are not ready to give up, and which is why we are iron today, right? So when we support women, there is nothing like that. And ladies, I'm sure that we believe a fact that even if you are going through a lot of stress, tension or pressure, and of course we are an emotional being, and that's how society stamps us as, right? We women are more emotional than logical. I have to disagree that fact and agree also to that point. Our success lies in that because we are emotional. So we understand and see through the things that the logical mind cannot go through. So it is completely okay you being an emotional person and you express that emotion. It could be in the form of a cry, it could be in the form of an anger, it could be a depression. It is completely okay to go through it. Sometimes we wanted to hide those negative emotions of us, and that is where you keep compressing yourself, suppressing yourself, and finally you break down. So it is completely okay to feel the failure. It is completely okay to feel the depression. It's completely okay to cry aloud. It's fine because we are all human beings, and of course we are emotional human beings because that's why we are women, right? But how soon you come out of that pain or struggle or the fallen space of yours, how soon that you recover and completely come out of it, and how soon you incorporate those lessons learned into your life to convert that into a success, that determines your success criteria, right? Today when we talk about I mean, a lot of people talk about women empowerment on an International Women's Day, and that gets over in that one single day or the 24 hours of celebration and social media and the gathering. But that's not exactly an International Women's Day. Every single day is a Women's Day. Yes, we love to celebrate our birthday, right? You definitely feel yourself as a queen and special person, and it is always an amazing to feel ourselves very special on International Women's Day because you are getting honored as a woman, as a sister, as a mother, as a daughter, as a leader, right? But then you need to carry out this entire activities and the task throughout by helping the women sitting next to you. And we sometimes feel that I have felt many times that it's very difficult to sometimes cop up or bond with the women than a man. I mean, that is because, again, coming to the fact that we are emotional people, right? We have a lot of emotions goes through. There's a lot of insecurities that goes through it. But you need to think from a different angle. The sister sitting next to you is actually going to empower you, and you are going to empower her. So that's exactly where women getting bonded each other. So I need to again thank Dr. Halima for taking this opportunity to bring in those Iron Ladies. And she's putting a lot of effort, not just a single day, but throughout her life. I have seen multiple activities that she's doing to promote the society and community itself. And the promotion starts from the, women itself, right? Educated women, and that creates entire educated community or the generation by itself. That's what it says. So I don't want to prolong a lot, but I want to let you know that the days that I have gone through, it was never a cakewalk as well. I have gone through my own turmoils, tragedies, uninvited guest in the form of pain and sufferings. There are days that I used to sit inside a dark room. I used to keep myself under a blanket and, press my face tight to the pillow so that, when I scream and cry, no one hears it. There are days like that. But everything will pass, everything goes through. I mean, there is no permanence in happiness as well as in sorrows, right? But then coming out of that with a double energy, with a double challenge, with a double focus and that X factor in you, that is where your success lies. And I'm sure every single successful person today will have a story to tell because there is nothing that you can achieve very easily, right? There is no pluck and take a mango and then you have something to eat. That's not the case of life. Life has to go through a lot of aspect as well. And today, when I say empowered women, every women are empowered. You have a platforms. There are multiple areas that you can shine together. You're educated. Most of the women today are educated, but leadership is what which is missing today. When we say there are only 41% of the women in the workforce, and where we were 100% when it is in the school and the universities, right? And out of 41%, it's only 28% who are literally into leadership. So that is something we need to focus a lot. And every single person here are leader today, and make yourself as an example for the rest of the world and convert your sisterhood sitting next to you, in front of you and behind you, and help them to come into leadership and convert them into your leadership, than a follower. So that's it. Thank you very much and love you all, and all the best for all the nominees. And I'm so excited to hear your story as well, and look forward to continue this journey. Happy International Women's Day. I love you.
Thank you very much. It was really a fantastic, motivational, and really a great start for today's International Women's Day. Thank you very much, Dr. Isha
Thank you.
Farha, for joining us from United Arab Emirates. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Isha Farha. She is going to be one of our jury member. And now let me introduce our next jury member. Our next jury member is again from the academic background. So from brain and beauty to the academic, we are moving towards Professor Dr. Sabiha Hussain, Professor and Director at Sarojini Naidu Center for Women's Development Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia, and alumni of Jawaharlal Nehru University. She is a renowned academic, author, researcher, and editor of Women's Link. She is widely respected for her work in gender studies, minority rights, and women empowerment. Her lifelong commitment to social justice and academic excellence brings depth and integrity to the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our distinguished jury member, Professor Dr. Sabiha. May I request Professor Dr. Sabiha to kindly unmute and say a few words on this auspicious occasion, motivating all the Iron Lady Award nominees. Over to you, Dr. Sabiha.
Thank you, Dr. Sadia, and good morning and happy International Women's Day to all the ladies over here and across the world. As Sadia said, I was director of Sarojini Naidu Center for Women's Studies, and by training, I am an academician and activist and advocate for rights and entitlement and justice for women, particularly of minority communities. And for me, I fought legal battle for 5 years with the university authority, with the vice chancellor. None of my fault, but still, authority is authority. But I fought. I never lost my courage, despite all the odds. At every I wanted to conduct the events, and I was refused. I wanted to bring the grant. I was refused, and the whole staff was not talking to me in the same manner. They were all scared that I have filed a case against the vice chancellor for my due, long time due. But I never left my courage. I fought for 5 years legal battle till Supreme Court, and it was a very crucial time for me, for my family. My daughter was in class 9th. It was very crucial for her future, but we never lost hope. We fought, and full support with the family. Mashallah, I won the battle. I was removed several times from the directorship again by the vice chancellor, and I was reinstated. Finally, by the grace of God, my daughter passed 12, and now she is doing MBBS final year. And I got support from all my family members. Even university people, they knew that it is a false allegations on me. Various committees were formed and against me to inquire for inquiry. But struggle is struggle. I struggled a lot, and I was successful. So when I was asked by Sadia, I thought it is a good platform to share my experiences as well, of struggle and success. And this made me even stronger for my future endeavor. And now I am working as a senior professor with Indian Social Institute. I left Jamia. So my idea of Iron Lady is not just who is strong, fearless, and unshakable. I think about this title a little more differently. To me, an Iron Lady is not a woman who never struggles. Struggle is for everyone, at any point of time. Struggle is for everyone, whether it is a man or a woman. But for women, since they are vulnerable, their struggle is greater than the men. So she is a woman who continues to rise, because she, like iron, the very title of this award is Iron Lady. Iron cannot work alone. It, when it melts, it takes shapes. So when you struggle for your success, it literally shapes your success. So they continue to rise. And Iron Ladies, as Sadia said, not only achievers, they are path breakers. They challenge stereotypes, questions injustice. I questioned injustice and open doors that were once closed. Their journey inspires others to believe that progress is possible and that courage can reshape even the most rigid structure. So, an Iron Lady, she inspires young minds who are learning to believe in themselves. Confidence Confidence is very important component of an iron lady. She has to be confident. She encourages other women to speak up, to lead, and to pursue opportunities that once seemed beyond reach. I never thought that fighting with the vice chancellor, then would I be able to succeed? But I kept my struggle on. So, and also one of the most important characteristics of an iron lady is that she refuses to be defined by limitations. She reminds us the real strength is not about being unbreakable. It is about having the courage to stand up again and again. She should not be disheartened by the failure. She has to stand up again and again and continue the journey. And that spirit is what we are going to celebrate today. For me, this Iron Lady Award represents something larger than individual recognition. It symbolizes resilience, integrity, and the courage to challenge the structures that limit women's potential. Many of us, we have struggled a lot to reach up to this position. It celebrates those who continue to refine strength, leadership, and possibility also. So we are going to have the privilege of listening about the remarkable journey of the inspiring women gathered here, and I'm sure that each story would certainly reflect determination, resilience, and a deep commitment to making a difference. Last but not the least, I believe the true meaning of an Iron Lady is not just strength, but the courage to rise, the determination to continue, and the generosity to lift others along the way. Thank you, Dr. Sadia, for giving me this opportunity, and best of luck to all the nominees who truly embody the meaning of the Iron Lady. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was really a very, very touchy story. And I understand the women's life is not an easy life. And the one who has reached to that height where today Professor Sabiha is, we can just imagine that how hardship she has undergone through. And then today, very confidently and proudly, she is here narrating her story, and we all appreciate and we all acknowledge her courage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Professor Sabiha Hussain, who is our distinguished jury member for this morning. And now, as I already have mentioned to you all, that one of our nominee is from USA, and the time over there is this moment 1 a.m. at night. So please allow me to call her first, and then afterwards we'll continue with our other program as planned. Sorry for little inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. So let us begin with our first nominee for the Iron Lady Award. She is from United Arab Emirates, and she doesn't require any formal introduction, as most of us, those who are into the field of fashion, into the field of styling, we all are aware of the name Dr. Smiley Mukta. Dr. Smiley Mukta is Indo-American Green Queen, and she is a plant biologist, environmentalist, and global sustainability advocate based in Dallas, founder of One Nature Beauty USA. She champions eco-cautious living and women empowerment, a TEDx speaker and global influencer with 900 awards. She inspires conscious leadership, gratitude, and a greener future. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Dr. Smiley Mukta. Today, actually, she is already awarded with many prestigious recognitions, but inviting her today in this forum is the only reason why we have invited her in this forum is to listen to her story and to be inspired by the great story of Dr. Smiley Mukta. May I request Dr. Smiley Mukta to kindly share her story with us all. Over to you, please. Please unmute. You can unmute yourself, my dear.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Haleema, for this beautiful, introduction. Greetings to everyone. By the way, I am from United States. I think you read that incorrectly. I'm born Indian and based in United States. So this is Dr. Smiley all the way from Dallas, United States. Well, I would only start with one thing in life. Passion is the most powerful force by which you can accomplish anything in life. Just water with positivity and have patience to let it bloom. Exactly. That is Dr. Smiley. I started off my journey as an, Indo-American as a plant biologist and passion for making my own skin and hair care products. That vision started inspired by Ayurvedic heritage in India. Like we born in India and we are being so much, talented and full of resources of Ayurvedic, herbs and everything. So that was there in right from my childhood. And I still remember, how my grandma used to make all those pastes and everything. And, but so I have been grown using all the natural products, right from the kitchen. That is where my journey started. As a scientist, whenever I used to come back from my university and all, I only used to go into the kitchen. And my mom will say, "Hey, are you cooking?" So my family members, they will say, "Oh, no, she's not cooking. She's making her skin and hair care products." So for a change, is she not cooking? No. So why I'm telling you that I had a passion of making my own products. Growing well that after my education, I moved out of my country as a corporate trainer and I was in China for about 12 years for corporate business trainer and at the same time, the model of Casio. So I was doing both things at the same time. But my passion of making my own skin and hair care products never at a pause. Whenever I used to come back, I used to think, oh, this is I need to make. Now I have to apply this and this. I have never used any products so far. Believe me, trust me, I never used to depend on any outside chemical-based products when I have handful of things. So my journey started over there itself. When I moved to Dallas, I said, enough of corporate life, enough of modeling. Now is my vision board to make my own skin and hair care products of #1 natural beauty organic skin and hair care products. It hasn't been an easy journey. Riding on the bumpy road, pillar to post. Nobody knows who is Dr. Smile. How is she? What is her product? Oh, I stand myself as a role model. My doors are open. I used to invite, neighbors, friends, no matter what, and everyone used to come. Hey, Smiley, what's the secret of your skin and beautiful hair? Look at us. We have this problem, that problem. I said, wait and watch and keep using my products. I used to start empower, motivate people. Being inspired to inspire others, be empowered to empower others, be enlightened to enlighten others, be confident to make others confident in your journey. So I stood myself as a role model that if I am applying this, you do that and you see what miracle it will happen. Slowly and eventually, there were knocks and people started calling, and the events and the community, they said, hey, Dr. Smiley, please come over, give, our community event is there. Why don't you display your products? We would love to try because you are such an amazing, lady, you don't put anything, but look at us. We have to look for hiding or this, hiding or that, but look at you. I said, okay, never mind. From there, my journey started. And my first crown, it was from Dallas, Beauty with Purpose. I won that. It is not that accepting the challenge. I accepted the challenge when people say, hey, you talk too much, natural products and all. You put a lot of makeup. Your hair is, probably not, natural. So I said, I accept the challenge. So someone from the audience, I still remember, these are my hot stories. I repeat these stories everywhere because that's the starting point of my journey. How one should be facing the challenge with a smile. I said, okay, come on. I'm ready for the challenge. So one girl, she came from the audience and she came and you started, pulling my cheek and putting some tissue paper or something just to see how much layers I have. And then she started pulling my hair, so hard. I said, oh my gosh. And then she said, oh my God, she doesn't have any makeup. Her skin is shining and her hair is really real. So that won my confidence among the community that real one can be a role model. From there, from one community to another, from one magazine to another, from one door to another, from one platform to another, people started calling. And then this COVID hit so bad, my business crashed down like anything. I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? I just lost myself. I never lost my hope. I put myself into different sectors and workshop, leadership, corporate training, business training, no matter what, attending, self-study, and made myself as a global leader luminaire, delivering my speech as a TEDx speaker, different platforms, corporate training, my master classes on leadership, empowering, and from different corporates, from platforms, from university, from everywhere, people started knocking me. I said yes. And with a span of few years, I transformed my journey from natural roots to a global influencer as a world record holder, not 900 accolades, sorry. There is a mistake over there. It is over 1,500 accolades as a world record holder on leadership, empowerment, as a motivational speaker, youth advocacy, mental, illness. At the same time, I volunteer, I service, and I made myself on every global platform. So what
Ladies
I'm
and
trying
gentlemen, put your hands together. This is such a great achievement. And as you all know that we have time limitations of 2 minutes. Otherwise,
I
Smiley's
know.
story is so long. You keep on
Oh
listening.
no,
We will
I
keep on
swear,
narrating.
my story is so long. So that's why I just wanted to say that today I'm standing here being blessed, self-made, self-motivated, self-inspired, and self-empowered. So all women, I would love to carry each one of you in my journey. That's my mission and vision. Just keep following me. And if anyone need me, I am always just a call away as a jury, as master classes for leadership empowerment. If you would love to be featured in any magazines or any, feel free to reach out to me because I am a global brand ambassador promoting, uplifting, branding at the same time, global visibility. If you want to expand something in United States, feel free. I will be more than happy to welcome your brand as a face. Thank you very much. One and
Thank
last
you.
but not least,
Thank you.
be
Thank you
a
very much.
woman for a woman. That's my motto, my story, my humble request to everyone. Astonishing, fabulously, fearlessly, unstoppable. Remain Women's Day every day. We are powerful. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. It was really motivating, inspiring. And yes, of course, having you on this platform was an honor for Edu Farm Training Services, United Arab Emirates. And I think I said instead of United States, I said United Arab Emirates. It's just an habitual error since I'm there. So it is always on my tongue, United Arab Emirates. I'm very sorry for that. So Smiley
That's
Mukta is from United States. Thank you very much. It was really a great, great story. You all will agree with me. My dear friends, can you please advise me that you want your stories to be separate, and you want the whole recording in one platform? So accordingly, we will move ahead. Do you want your stories separate? So then we will record separately.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm asking all these like fabulous ladies here, everybody separate. Okay, fine. So we are going to have.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult to tell in 2 minutes, but still, I will tell you that I'm really passionate about women empowerment. So, I started my work with various type of project I have started since 1989. So, I established first the polytechnics, 4 polytechnics I established for women, and I wanted to guide them that whatever arts and crafts you have, you should earn from that, and you should remove the middleman who is earning more than you, because you are the really artisan. So this is the great problem in India, and especially the ladies have great potential in their hands, and they are making wonderful items in all over India, but they are unable to sell in the markets, and they have two problems: what to make and where to sell. So I came in between the middleman and the artisans, and I started making the products according to the choice of international market and the big cities like Bombay and Delhi and Calcutta. So it was very successful idea, and ladies started making according to the choice. We have guiding them about the color schemes and what to make, and we were stopping them not to make very heavy embroideries, very heavy work, and getting meager amount. We are trying to put little arts and getting more money. So I'm guiding them that you can earn rupees 2000 or maybe 3000 in a day, while they are earning only 150 rupees in a day. So with this idea, it has become like in India there are 30,000 women beneficiaries from IWA, from our organization. Its full name is IQRA Integral Women's Alliance. So now we have factories like spice factory, garments factory, handicraft factory, and everywhere in every city we have groups, self-help group of ladies, because I wanted to make them able to uh, do a group work, because one lady is for purchasing, one is lady for supervising, one for quality control, and one for selling. So when these ladies were working for since last 20 30 years, but they were unable to sell because they were tired after doing all of work together, and only one person is doing the marketing and manufacturing. So I divided the work among groups, and then make them able to and then we are supporting also Now, in this world, in globalized world, it is making very easy that all the ladies who are making good products, so it is, it can be sell from the, social market and economic, if you have, ability to sell in international market, so Instagram and online and everything, there are a lot of facilities there. So this is the basic idea, that I was guided by a person who was the guide of Shabana Azmi in Calcutta. And he said that the best idea to promote the community is to work within the community and to uplift them from, from base. So we are maintaining their own, customs and their own traditions. Like if they are wearing hijab, I don't mind. If they want to pray, I don't mind, and I organize them for them. And if their husbands or fathers or brothers are not allowing them, I just do argument. So they become comfortable that, this lady is making a platform only for ladies, there is no man. So the whole, culture is being established comfortable for them. So they are, showing their, talents. So mashallah, I'm really happy, and people are happy, and I'm very happy about, to state that the religious community in India are inviting me, and they are saying that we want to work with you. So this is the more happiness, because they were took it like, they're the most orthodox, community, or orthodox, their point of views about women. But when we create the platform according to their will and wish, so they are happy and they are allowing them. And ladies, once they are among us, then are confident, and they can do their own work, they can argue with their families own their own self. So this is the, change within the system and within the, culture. It is not easy, I'm telling you. It is not easy for me also, because sometimes I have to take a very strong position, I have to argument, and I have to uh, fight them. But still, it's going on. And now, after so many years, it become a notion, it become a system, and everyone is coming towards this. That's, I think, 2 minutes over.
Thank you very much. Very inspiring story. And I know Mrs. Uzma Naheed since 2003, I think, when we were in a Karwa, and we traveled across Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and many other states, and motivating the women folk to come forward for education, for employment, for communal harmony. And there were many other agendas in our Karwa. Karwa is like group of people traveling together for a cause, staying at some places, remote areas, and then advising them and giving them the basic knowledge and information. So Usma ma'am was our leader, because in every Karwa there has to be a leader. That is called Mire Karwa. And I was
You
one
are
of
the leader now.
yeah.
You are the leader now.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Uzma Naheed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, although my role is going to be very, very minimal, but since we have 4 jury members, so I'm also going to be one of them. But believe me that my role will not be as vital as 3 distinguished juries that I have already mentioned before you. And there are some new joinees here. So let me just tell you that I am basically a teacher by heart. And currently I'm managing director of EduFam Training Services UAE. And I have served as a principal of different schools in India, in Maldives, in India, in United Arab Emirates, and also I have worked in Malaysia and Singapore as well, all in the capacity of educational and academics initiatives focusing on sustainability. And again, I have authored the book on women empowerment, leadership, parenting, and sustainable lifestyle. So thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for being here. Basically, I would like to you people to know about EduFam Training Services. It provides innovative training programs for educators, leaders, youth, and professionals. We also organize international conferences, leadership summits, and capacity building workshops across different countries, UAE, India, Maldives, Malaysia, and Singapore. And we focus on sustainability, emerging technologies like AI and ML, and also future-ready education. And through our initiatives, we always aim to empower individuals to become impactful leaders and change makers in society. So we have already conducted 6 conferences across the globe. I'm not going to show you the glimpses of all the conference, but yes, I would love you people to have a few glimpses of 1 or 2 conferences that we have conducted recently. Let me share the sound as well. I think right now the sound is not shared. Are you able to hear the sound?
Not yet.
Okay, so give me a minute. I'm going to, maybe I can just show you one conference that was recently in Singapore. I think that will be sufficient, or maybe the one which was in New Delhi.
खामेनेई की वो रहस्यमयी अंगूठी जो वो हर जुमा को पहनते हैं, आखिर उसका राज क्या है?
I'm very sorry. Something happened. I'm very sorry. I think YouTube has taken itself another video. So I'm very sorry for that. Let me just take out the video which I'm intending to show you. That is the major problem of these technologies. Now that was the Singapore one, and now this is the New Delhi one. I hope it is functioning well. Today's gathering is not a celebration of machines, but a serious, responsible, and reflective conversation. कारवां के लिए about how intelligence
very well synced with the theme of we made it.
रूरल डेवलपमेंट में एक बहुत से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं.
Is more effective, not irrelevant.
Since it, there's one thing we all should know: you can love it, you can hate it, you cannot ignore it.
ML, the machine learning, but I'll just inform that
and cannot develop purpose.
all great skills.
AI can only tell you what to do, but human intervention is very, very important. How they do on the ground and transport footprint is, this is
platforms, why do we need to learn something about the environment? Negative aspect of AI that is hampering
the most sought after subject. And I think with the artificial intelligence, which is going to most of you are here from the educational field, and I would compliment.
Acha. Sir, thank you. Please put your hands together for Mohammad Irshad Alam, sir.
Mubarakbad, our artificial out of it, and I'm sure we all sitting in this. ये है कि ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का जो सॉफ्टवेयर है या टेक्नोलॉजी है वो उस नॉलेज को इस्तेमाल करती है जो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करती है कहीं. आई वंस अगेन कांग्रेचुलेट डॉक्टर हलीमा सादिया. फॉर्चुनेटली अनफॉर्चुनेटली लकीली ऑन
आप कह रहे थे ना कि अब अगले महीने कहाँ होंगी, तो मार्च में we all. So ladies and gentlemen, actually we plan to have another conference in March. This was in January 31st, but due to the you all can see that due to the situations we couldn't do it in the month of March. Now it's going to be in the month of June, 6th June. So the ladies who are going to be the winner of this contest, this nomination, the Iron Lady nomination, they all are going to travel to Dubai to receive their awards. I think, is it exciting for you all? Please give me thumbs up if it is exciting for you all. Yes, yes. Just pray that situation should be stable, because the world is waiting for peace. And that's what is the theme of our next conference in Dubai. That is AI and ML for world peace and women empowerment. So that's what we are aiming, that maybe through our efforts, through our voices, the world is going to witness the peace. Let's pray for that. Mrs. Manisha, are you there? I'm sorry, Mrs. Manisha, I think she is not able to listen to us. Mrs. Manisha, are you there? We are waiting for your story, Mrs. Manisha. Okay, so now let's move to the rising star.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Haleema, for the wonderful introduction. And yes, I'm Dr. Isha Qureshi. And telling about me, well, even my journey was not so easy like any other women who are here. And I was born in a very small place, of course, and I did my schooling over there. And when I did my schooling at that time, yes, the people had started sending their daughters to school, but still they were very biased because people they had a mindset that we shouldn't be spending so much on girls' education. So I was a very lucky one who got a chance to go to a very good school. And even after schooling, I went to engineering because even now the people are very biased on that the girls should be opting for the STEM courses. But I got a chance to study in an engineering college, and it was all due to my parents. I graduated, and after that, for a few months, I didn't do anything because I just got married. At that time, the biggest challenge that I realized was in the society is being a girl sometimes. Because although we don't like to be judged, but we always are being judged. But I felt that it's okay. It's a part of life, but we shouldn't be paying attention to it. We should be learning from whatever people say about us. and I completed my graduation. And after my marriage, I continued my higher studies. And when I was doing my MTech, I was pregnant, and the second semester, I could appear only for 4 exams out of 5. So you can imagine it was very difficult to actually even do those higher studies. The turning point in my life came when I got a chance to work for an international documentary film for UNICEF. At that time, I used to do all my shooting with my director in the slum area, in a nearby village. And at that time, I realized that life outside is very, very difficult for girls. I was under pressure that I am being judged. On that day, I decided to work for women. I did some training programs. I improved my communication skills, my training skills, and then, yes, I emerged as a trainer. And for women and girls in rural areas, especially, I have taken more than 100 voluntary programs for women and girls, and I am still continuing with that. And when I go to rural areas, I never, I never talk for remuneration and all that. I just go voluntarily, and that I have been doing very wholeheartedly. And yes, all the experiences that I had, I went for writing books, writing research papers. I emerged as top 20 influential researchers in 2021, and many more awards that I got. Because I feel that if we do not uplift women, we can't be achieving that sustainable development, the world peace that we want. And so we need to uplift the women. And from my journey, I just, and a very small incident that I would like to tell. In 2014, I was working in a village that is Latmapur, and we had a vaccination camp, rubella vaccination camp for the girls. I have been working there for months, and there were parents who were hesitating to send the girls. But I must tell, I did not go to anyone's house, but there were a group of girls who had so much of confidence in me that they said, when Anju ma'am is here, we believe in Anju ma'am, and please send your daughters for the vaccination. So that was the trust, even now, those people have so much of trust in me. And that is how I have been working. Well, the story is very long, how I emerged as an educator and trainer. But yes, through my journey, I just learned 2 things. One thing is, if you want to grow up in life, don't wait for external validation and stop comparing yourself from others. Because if you wait for external validation and if you start comparing, it lowers your confidence and it stops your growth. Because whatever you are, the people should remember you once you leave this position. Now I am a professor and I am a trainer, but once I lose this position, people should still be respecting me. People should still be remembering me. And this is the motto I follow when I work for anything. So be selfless, be grounded. And that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you for your motivational story. Yes, you are right that we should not be judgmental and we should not wait for others to give us the compliments. For me, I think it was more decision making. I remember that taking a training from IIM Ahmedabad, that was my dream. You know, I was thinking when I started my career in 1993, I was thinking that one day I have to take training from IIM Ahmedabad. And then I used to apply, but I was not clueless that how to apply, how to get it. In 2012, I applied again and I received a message from there that yes, you have been selected for the leadership training at IIM Ahmedabad, and it was like 15-day in-house training. I have to go there and I have to stay over there. And do you know, my dear ladies, the day it was supposed to start was the Eid al-Adha day, the Eid day. And now you all can imagine that how difficult it was to decide whether go for that training or whether be with the family, especially when I was in Dubai and I used to come to India only on the festivals to spend time with the families. And there I was alone. It was so difficult to decide. The family was waiting for me to celebrate Eid together. And I was waiting for that moment when I go to Ahmedabad and I take that training of leadership. Now it's up to you. You have to tell me, what did I do? Whether I went for the training or I celebrated Eid with my family. So meanwhile, you are thinking about this, let me invite another distinguished Iron Lady Award nominee. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together